Sasha, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate you, man. Good episode the other night. Was cool. Alright. I've come to the realization that I think I might be, accidentally pranking myself a little bit. Because the last match of the season, lately I've had a tendency of just, like, posting extra. Early stream, but also early cutoff. It's been Adam's birthday today. But yeah, so, like, I opened up the board. I was like, this doesn't really look correct. This looks like a lot more than I post typically. But it would be funny if I just let this shit rock anyway. So I more or less just rolled my defense board over with updated DCs. Yeah, we'll talk about my side of the board after. Let's go through our offense first, but I think I have like 20 holds or something. I did not count. The problem is, I don't think or know that I'm clearing. We just have to very carefully walk this tightrope and hope that it gets there. And try some fights that I haven't really tried. And in some ways, the work that I was doing last season kind of gives me my only way out. Because, fucking finally, after like 10 matches, somebody finally posted Cal Crown with Clint 6. Jesus fuck, it took so long. Today would be so easy if this was just a Ray Ezra. It would be so simple. I mean, I don't know, the rest would be easy. This, single-handedly can hang me and is going to force me to change my shit. And I hope that there aren't repercussions. How many fights with the JML? I can show my side first, but we'll talk about it after. Front wall. Jump hold sure, ray skim hold sure, Balin. Sure. It's actually a bit better than Balin's been getting lately, but I'll take it. Topside, Amidala, grabbing action, Leia. Got a bit for her troubles. And then the fatigue kicks into the back wall. And it just gets real messy from there. As fatigue is, you know, usually happy to do. Yeah, I have no idea about this. This was just like, I'm not really gonna think about this. It was already down with like SLK Hux crew, so it's just like, I don't know. The other bit of context is I accidentally screwed over my GSC joy this week. Not in the worst way, but I did something I didn't know you could do. Because I had purged a bunch of mods recently. So I'm technically in my 5v5 mods now. Because I tried to load 3v3. And if you use hot utils, you know that it'll like it'll load some mods and then fill them back in. And then load and then fill them back in. And I had plenty of time, and I did this. And every time that it filled them back in, it filled in less. And I was like, is hot utils breaking? Is this a hot utils issue? Felt the strange after. It turns out I just didn't have enough crosses to fill the cross slot. So it was like, yeah, you've got 50 free mod slots. Load a couple loadouts, fill them back in. You have 45 free mod slots. Load a couple, fill them back in. You have 40 free mod slots. I was like, okay, well, I had already pre-joined with the 5v5 mods, thank fuck. And I can't imagine, I mean, knock on wood, but I can't imagine 5v5 to 3v3 transition will be all that bad. Right, like, I know I've got, like, specialized Tuscan modding, you know, CA Arrow, heavy defense and health stack on all three of these guys. That's missed a bit, but they got 8 holds anyway, so, like, what the fuck? Maybe they would have been harder to take down or something, who knows? Yeah, I mean, I modded them at 5v5, so they're built. Pretty happy with how they were modded. Even the Ben, I was messing around with Ben's here, so I was just like, this is like kind of modded for us. I don't know. My mods are disproportionately not crosses. So what happened at this point is I think my crosses are very 6-dot heavy. And by default, I lock six dots out of being used as fill because it's cheaper. Oh, it saves you credits to do that. And so I had just apparently gone on a huge purge. It just had no bank of 5-dot crosses to load. And so it was some YouTube essay shit. It's like, here's the events leading up to the catastrophic failure of the 225 hot utils load. Hot utils did fine. It wasn't hot utils' fault. It was just a system of checks and balances not working. The unfortunate consequence of that is that I don't have Mission and Zalbar modded. That is, I think, the one casualty I can think of at the moment. But I mean, they're not on defense. I wasn't gonna post about defense. We'll see. Maybe they still end up getting used on offense anyway, just because the core idea of the thing is not bad. It will just be significantly unmin-maxed. But for right now. Also, for whatever reason, ever since it came out, I kept on holding it in my head that it would work against GLs, which would be pretty convenient today, but perhaps that's why they made it not work against GLs. Because it would be pretty convenient today. I actually might not start off with the GLs, I might start off with, like, this. I don't think my gas was doing anything too important. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to ask for permission for, hey, can my Malagas come out and play and get over my DR squad. I have to imagine. So clearly what they're going for, right, is like, at least for me, the running theory is that Maris protection regen is what just makes things fucking miserable for Malgus. So I would imagine with less damage output here, Gas should be able to win the attrition war. It's clear to win. Are you gonna throw a loss of their DR's Albertine? Unfortunately, yeah, almost certainly. Unless I get an idea that I feel like safe to test, but like given like this is what we're holding today. 1 GL, and it's like you scroll down and you're already into like the B teams. So I really don't have budget. So, but I mean, fundamentally, that's part of the idea of the Kron, right? This is why I argue it's not a fatigue team; it's more of like a cheese team. Is like, it's a minus 20 banner deal with the devil. It's like, okay, if you pay the 20 banner tax, which is a thing that no team has ever been able to offer before, just like, and like some people will be like, oh, that makes it a bad defense team, and it's like, fuck man, it's printing you free minus 20 if people don't want to deal with it. Like, is that bad? It gives you strategic flexibility to some degree. It's an interesting sector of the game to be in. Yeah, almost certainly the correct decision here is going to be for us to minus 20 it and sabotage it, even though it'd be incredibly fun to try to test fights with it. Strategically, I am obligated. I have never actually played this matchup before. Are we supposed to, like, worry about saving this for sit-down? It has a 90% win rate. People would usually just slam it. We're largely just waiting for our offense to ramp, right? I'd imagine. Also Rex Duke. Rex Duke would also be lovely. So we still got the turn meter. This is interesting. I don't remember the clause for them regaining foresight, but that might be really good to remember right now. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sir, I'm still standing. This is odd. Marin, you just keep looking at the blessed guy, alright? No, don't worry about me over here. Yeah. That's perfectly normal fight. Nothing notable. Is that just the thing? Am I like, have people been doing that forever and it's just always been like that? Or was that an exceptionally weird outcome? Actually, I might not mind that. It's kind of the Africron. How tenacious? Still pretty tenacious. I wouldn't mind a bit of give and take. Maybe something like this. It might not be enough potency, that's the problem. Unfortunately, I might just be on this. Appreciate you, Cavion. Yeah, we're almost at 50. Is it midlife crisis time yet? Buy a car? Okay. Kinda wanted a Saj. Just gonna take that away from me. I guess maybe I should have done that just because if I'm worried about someone coming back, that's just guaranteeing the outcome anyway. Whatever. It's been a minute for me. Really is effective to do that. Alright, 3 minutes. Got some protection up, but I think we're cruising pretty comfortably. Streaming all faces LSTV. Well, with TW in its current state, maybe. There is some fun stuff to do in TB, jokes aside. In some, right, like, there are some ways that are challenging that could, like, offer a puzzle experience that I wouldn't mind fucking around with. It's just the other 25 phases. For CM. Alright, how we doing here? minute in, protection bar is gone. We're almost at the halfway trip. Yeah, we're plenty on time. I definitely think the Africron was unnecessary. I was worried about this whole thing, but like, we got Talzali Potency, we got Asajj. Well, technically we don't have Asajj, but we had it at the fight start. Well, we did technically have the fight start. I don't know. Statistically, it was very unlikely for Jabba to not get resisted, so it... I don't know. Depends on what I end up using after, I guess. Cool. Now, for my fate to be decided. I don't think it's remotely worth even trying Starkiller here. I might just try a Seabane split. I'd already been working on Sith Eternal versus Ahsoka anyway, so like... The prep work I was doing last season gave me the lead up to this moment, potentially. Does Bane win against Rey? Theory? I actually don't know that either. uh, cool Stapcron. I don't know that maybe we could just get away with this, probably. I actually would not mind having this one bit, though. It would technically give them some inspired ramp, but... Or maybe we need a GG that can throw on weight. I mean, it's what? Minus 10% effective bulk. Does Magma work at Ahsoka Tano? I don't use Magma. For personal reasons. I just think it's boring. Okay, what's my actual team headcount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. To call it 8. DR possibly represents 9, but again, it's not too overpowered right now. I'm sort of trying to assess this. How badly do I need GG to be at his absolute best right now? Because yeah, I do think this first crowd would be far, far preferable. I guess maybe I just send it with this. We really do not have that many games. Alright. I must humbly ask you all to leave now, please. I don't think we get to take too many more of those. We don't really gain Terminator, right? So Inspired isn't really threatening anything on us here. It's just... Holy fuck, okay. So the question now is, oh, see, I'm not on my 3v3 modding. Yeah, we're basically priced at having to use Malgus here then. If Ray gets to ult there, I assume that's just auto loss, by the way. That was the last call. Yeah, I don't have Super Saiyan for this Ahsoka fight. So training wheels it is. How training wheelie do we want to go? If I do this, I'm basically -1 team. What's top wall? And it's nothing crazy high. Yeah. Wampa would probably be more responsible to be used here. We're holding Rados. Yeah, Wampa's gonna get some action today somewhere. Okay, so we have gained an extra team. So I think I can reuse it. Well, I don't get a choice in doing this. So the question is, do I just go Enoch? This is like Malgus and Enoch should effectively achieve the same goals. Malgus is percent health resistant, so he neuters Ezra's damage. Enoch stops Ezra from critting, so he can't do percent health anyway. But like, normally I would say if you're using Enoch, then you just go some shit like this. But yeah, I'm not really looking to. This team has to die. So this might be a mistake. It might not be. It's a nice pair of stats. Better than 1019. Do we even care about anything dark side related? Dark side buffs actually would not be bad for Eternal here that I can think of. Hera is the main one who was interested in the Dispel share, right? Ahsoka, control up Dispel. Yeah, Ahsoka's lead is when a Spectre ally has a buff dispelled on them. I don't think she has any of the enemy buff punishment. I'm pretty sure that's all Hera should. We might be able to get away with dark side buffs. Now I'm paranoid that I'm missing something. Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's all Hera. Those might be correct then. It's just still with the CD triangle. I'm on my 5v5 mods, so this is not standard. Not optimal for this, which is kind of why I went dark side buffs. I don't even remember why I have him on tenacity. Probably for defense boosting. Alright. Don't fail me. How did he critically hit? Oh. Doesn't entirely matter, right? Yeah. Oh wait, did I ult early? I think I did. We still have the relink here though. Actually, am I even supposed to relink? I don't know that I am. Maybe I was. Well, madam, you have your protection. I guess I have Malgus Duke for my troubles, but I don't know if that's actually doing anything here. It beats nothing. Okay, the dark side buffs are like making a noticeable difference. Yeah, this will do. This will do nicely. Is the defeat immunity? Yes, but they don't have 400,000 damage. That will come with the next Ahsoka later. Well, fairly that will not cost me everything for spending Malgus like that. But I think he proved himself. That's why when Ahsoka first came out, that's why I was talking about Enoch and Malgus for like if you really just want training wheels, like I'm pursuing the Scion set shit because it's cheap and I have the mods to do it. But if you want to try to trivialize this fight, Malgus just like stands there and stares at Ezra like, what are you doing? It's just more expensive. Alright. The blood price must be paid. Do we care about how we set this up? If we send 2, then Zalbar will have minimal TM, but do I actually care about him going? I don't think I do. I think I just want Revan to be 0%. I think that sounds fairly lovely. Farewell. Troopers will get a bit of a preload off of Zalbar. I don't. Do I need troopers for anything? When's the last time I used troopers in a non-cleanup role? Troopers against DR is a bit of a throwback. I don't know if asking my troopers to punch through a Zalbar is like the wisest choice I could make, though. But then again, the reality of DR against troopers is that it's not like if DR goes, you lose. Also, we are in DS buffs. What the fuck am I even talking about? Free win now, please. Yeah, even just this, I would imagine, is fine. Is there an argument to be made that I could actually just open Dispel right now? Ah, but it's the Omicron. No, 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 no. Old Zalbar, yes. But we are not in the days of Old Zalbar, are we? The 3v3 Omicron is shut off, but he still has all the good shit on the baseline. Okay, you fucking stop. Yeah. I feel like that's more expensive than it needed to be, but... Uh-huh. Oh, fuck. Interesting. I don't think I'm clearing. Call it a hunch. Okay, I haven't done this in forever, but I actually need to say. List O teams. We have Afra, Gungans, Riva, BCAM, Jedi Team 1. CLS is sure, actually. CLS, yeah, CLS is matches today, for sure. GG. DR Team 1. Like, if it's not DR, there's no fucking Darkside Bastillade, right? It's just not real. Bad Batch. I think like there could be 2 Bad Batch teams today. Oh, Starkiller. Starkiller against Sith Eternal. Wait, but Starkiller against Nest is like not comfortable. Okay, how? Wait, it's not Nest. It's fucking Fulcrum. Starkiller against Fulcrum's decently comfortable. Okay, if we cooldown pull Link and then Starkiller, but I don't know how the like. How am I killing you? Riva? Does Riva even beat Amidala? Oh fuck, I didn't even see Sir Malicos. God damn it. Huh. We could try Afra, but I don't think Afra would be happy against Fulcrum. I know we've done Qui-Gon against Amidala before. I did it more often against Great Mothers, but it can still work here. Okay, how many teams am I at so far? We could go Bad Batch 2 with Nihilist, but it's easier said than done. Actually, ironically, I think New Record would actually be way better for that strategy since he taunts more proactively. Yeah, I think that actually might just be true. Oh, Redis, fuck. Redis is 100% getting a match today. We're probably just slamming that shit on Iden. And Wampa. Okay. So we've got some buttons. And technically, like, I haven't even shouted out, like, Second Jedi Team or Qui-Gon or Amidala on the list yet. So what needs to go where? The more battles we screw up here, the more we'll have to clear. If we can play cleanly right now, we actually might be able to skip, like, 2 or... I don't know if that's real, but even 3 teams to win. Inquisitor Crowd being gone actually means that you have to think about what buttons you press again, which is a pain in the ass. My alarm is going off. It's time to stream. I gotta get out of here so I can start streaming. Okay. Circular Pole is decently appealing. We got a lot of smuggler dodge happening that I haven't really reconciled yet. But Grievous can't be evaded, so Grievous will be a decently effective sledgehammer, kind of no matter where he goes, which is cool. Which is appreciated. I just don't know about this whole Omega Nihilus shit. If it's like Nihilus and Sortie VIP, then maybe that's a conversation. But I would assume by default that Nihilus is gonna have like 100k health, not even counting protection, that that's just a non-starter. Well, 179 combined. That actually might be over. Okay, I lied. Issue number 2, we would have to annihilate Ben first. Which means a fair amount of time for Nihilus to try to bite our ankles off. That probably does not end well. Is there anyone that we can run aside from Sortie that would help us bypass the taunt? Okay, how bad are we talking here? Plus 218 speed, plus 204 crit damage is still pretty good. Not the most offense, but it's not the least. It's like not the optimal version, and I think the bigger loss here will probably be Zalbar's current state. Not very good. But it's not like a deal breaker. Look at that, this man has 3 protection primaries, he's basically full build. Right? This was supposed to be a fast round today. Fuck. Okay. We just need to start asking and answering questions. Where am I using... Let's just start knocking out teams that I know how to knock out. It'll narrow down the board a bit. I don't even know what the fuck to think about this. Honorary Rebel Fighter. See, the problem is I was going to Wampa this, but I feel like CLS might just have it in here. LS Ampeg will be a large chunk of damage taken at the match start. Pretty good damage test to boot. I miss defense and crit avoid prawn stats. Actually, this is not bad, though. The level 3 is kind of pointless, but it does feel better. Perhaps. I think we want to keep the tenacity up on, right? It's giving us a bit of a turn meter train. But we're about to get rid of it next turn anyway, most likely. Just kidding. Okay, you need to fucking chill. I didn't want to give him that, but I did it. I am becoming worried about CLS's health. I am increasingly becoming worried about CLS's health. Avenge me. Cosmetic CLS. Decent enough. Dark side buffs, Night Troopers. Am I really just throwing Wampa into this? Dark side buffs. It's not an offensive level 6 at least. I don't remember whether Wampa times out on damage ability 9. Again, we just have Radis. So what would be the reason to not use Radis? I guess for Gideon? Does Radis actually do all that well into the imprims? I'm not sure that he does. How would Wampa do into Grievous? This, I assume, is resistible. This is less resistible. Not really resistible at all. But it's based on per enemy, so it's actually pretty resistible. I can't say I'm entirely thrilled about the whole Grievous gaining crit damage up thing. We might just get fucking rocked. I actually don't mind that too much. It's either that or we're like here. Yeah, that's actually a pretty nice package. Ow. This is gonna hurt a lot. Dispels a buff or debuff. Why am I vaguely tempted to just start basicing instead of trying to ramp? Gain turn meter, please. Or do that. That works too. Okay. Yeah, the damage buffs are also locked. Like, it's nice to see Datacrons with that level of, like, inevitability. It's like, no, the setup is the fucking setup. None of this spellable shit. Is there any reason to care about trying to keep Riva and try to, like, pick apart Amidala? Would I be using Qui-Gon anywhere else? Qui-Gon against this squad, actually, maybe? Nest does have stuns, I guess. But if it worked, it actually would be kind of lovely. Yeah, let's hit this shit. I have to imagine that DR Zalbar Omicron actually might be really effective here just for the Hooper's sake of one-shotting Nest. Just end the fight before it starts. It really is kind of Qui-Gon too, in some ways, isn't it? It really, really is. Is there any real reason to care about that shit? I don't think so. Thank you. Farewell. Never punished. Never fucking punished. Where are Gungans going today? Maybe that's where I start. Gungans against Seer or anything? They've got a decent amount of pressure on the generator. Insight says it's 65% win rate. I don't know that I have a better place for them to go at the moment. Yeah, fuck it. It would either be that or, like, maybe Gideon. Not exactly crap correctly, but I don't have time to fix it right now. So that's an appealing option. Interesting. I mean, honestly, maybe it's not like for mechanical reasons. It's just a tiering thing. All right, I'm done. Do we care about LS bulk for this squad? I mean, honestly, the stat package is not bad either. We only have 3 LS bulks left to go around. I have to imagine that there are other squads that would benefit or enjoy it more. This is also a pretty good stat package. What if we set up counterattacks for the AoE? I didn't feel bad. No death mark. Do we care about focusing more right now? -2. The kill plus the death mark? Into the counterattacks? Jesus fuck. What a highly skilled sequence of events that was right there. Alright. If you insist. Why did I go to Old Republic for Radis? Do we care about bays here? Do we care about not having bays anywhere else? I don't think so. I actually don't mind this. A 25 preload to offset the other preload. Yep. Hit him with the Radis bomb. Okay. Riva. What am I doing against Starkiller mayhaps? Lock DI assists EM preload. I guess just we use Qui-Gon, we genuinely just have to fucking do this. Eh, kinda, but kinda no. The problem is it's all dead stats. It's potency all the way down, man. The other thing kind of awkward here is that the DS preload actually kind of like GI loses, alright? It's kind of suboptimal. They'll go last. Whatever. I gotta heal. Okay. How about it equalize then? I guess technically don't need it, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Seems like depending on POW quality, you could actually put out some decent pressure at this stage. It would be good to get some banners back. And then just throw them all away immediately. Okay, we gotta start asking questions and answering them. Are we using Grievous anywhere? Are we using, DR anywhere? I feel like DR is just gonna get washed by Malikos. This is the shit that was going in my head the other day when on a Task podcast when they were like, yeah, just gear 13 on my characters. So the back of my head, I'm like, PG will have to force me to do this shit. It's still too nice to have gear 1 level 1s. Alright. Where is it? Here it is. Saved for a special occasion. She's gonna get the increased war wounds. I need to just pick one target. Alright. Fuck. Light at the end of the tunnel, possibly? Save this one for this occasion? Does it mean Gara's up? I actually forgot about him. I'm sorry to say. I will have to take a look. Fuck, I actually kind of don't want him to go right now, but I forgot about the frenzy. Not that much TM, at least. Oh, the fucking teal immunity DI. Am I cooked? I might be cooked. Yeah, IG-12 would have felt way better here. Yeah, he's ramping. Man, if IG-12 was here, but IG-12 also counterattacks with heal blocks, so I can't even say that for sure. I do, you still had it, didn't you? Well, we banked that shit. I don't even think he's modded for damage. That fucking character, man. I went to bat for him for some pretty good reasons. It was just a reminder of that. This is just deep, man. Alright, I'll have to take a look at you soon. Fucking Bo-Katan who? Give me a real awesome lead. Oh, there's a Bam left or shit. So Halt is gonna stop some Gar shit. The only thing Gar might be decent against is Kira, and I don't even know if I believe that. Maybe it's Grievous here, but then what beats Dash? Enemy is stunned, Dash Render takes a bonus turn. DR is not immune to stun, he just auto cleanses it, so Dash will still take a bonus. Alright, this is not this team of full throttle, but it may still be positioned decently. Fuck, I would have really liked to have had Darkside buffs here. This is actually persistent pretty well too. The fucking mission counter. We did not AoE here, right? We apparently don't land shit either. Out the fucking smuggler dodge. Fuck. Okay, we can't be evaded. There's a whole lot of things happening right now that apparently also cannot be evaded. They just got absolutely dotted to oblivion. A lot of things happened very fucking quickly. And violently. Don't think I press matters until Grievous goes. Progress. And we already know this should work. We did the math. Oh, I had it. What the fuck did I have it? Oh? Is that a 3-turn cooldown? Thank you for not doing it on Nihilus. I appreciate that all. What do I usually use here? Why am I blanking out hard? We just do Levi versus exec and exec versus Levi, alright? I think I've been doing... Yeah, I've been doing. Feels like I haven't done this in a while. Like a hot minute. Not landing any breach. Excellent. This is like one of the worst starts of this fight that I've seen. And a dodge puts us further behind schedule. Excellent. We haven't even gotten Savior. Take that. Did they not bring up the insta kill? Oh? Sir? I'm not complaining, but sir? That felt unearned. But okay, if you insist. That means I lose this now, right? A soul for a soul. Hadn't actually reread that ability in a while. I knew I did things, I just didn't remember exactly why I did them. I got you this cool present. I don't know if I played that exactly perfectly. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be running behind on debuff schedule, which means, yeah, I'm probably misplaying it, but... Fuck the quest. Okay, maybe the quest had some good ideas. We're on the stack unit. I mean, it does actually help it bring it down. Right? It's like the same thing as when they get the contract and you're getting the perma breach. So they just start doubling up on everything. Like, Deathmark plus breach, what, 4 extra stack loss? It's actually not nothing. In fairness, but also yes. What if I just aim at Spy as a prank? What are you gonna do? Dodge me? The fucking Y-Wing kill shot. That's some stack profundity. Well, you have to have R9 Radis, and my hunch is not R9. Why does he even have a pilot? Wait, what are you talking about? The only optional R9 here was that. I think. What's the price on? I am not the resident fleet relic pervert. There are many others. If I just want to dash, I just have an R9 Gaiden. Actually, there surely must be people by now who have full R9 Phoenix, right? But did they do it for fleets? Is my question. Or did they do it because they like Captain Rex? Cool. Just in time, too, kind of. I'm 7 minutes late. That's fine. Goddamn. That was a good round. Shout outs to JML. Holding the line. Did what he had to. That was a good ass GSC run. What about that we've had in a while? Some good puzzles. Ever Phoenix R9. When Captain Rex came out, and I was like a really big believer in the team on defense, the whole reason why I have a R9 cannon to begin with is because he was supposed to be the first step in R9ing everyone. And then I discovered all the Captain Rex bugs. And that bought enough time for me to realize, like, that they've got some hard counters. And then, like, by then DTMG came out, it was just cooked. But I came very, like, I'm not like some diehard Rebels fan. But I was just like, this team has some crazy shit going on. If the team worked fully as intended, the R9 investment was like crazy payoff. But it was not meant to be. Yeah. Crazy as ran. This would be a very cool GSU season. I don't know if I should be staying this heavy, though. That seems highly punishable. Every fight that had to go right today went right. So it seemed okay. but it could very easily be convinced not to. All right. Well, I gotta run. That's birthday time. Good shit. Cool. You have fun modded Inquisitors on defense? I've been there. I have very much been there. Y'all enjoy your Thursday. We're almost at the weekend. Peace.